Let me ask you something. Why do you do what you do? I don't mean what you say in a job interview or what you post on LinkedIn. I mean when you're alone, no cameras, no likes, no audience. What drives you? If you're like most people in our modern world, your answer might sound like a dream, but it may be built on a lie. We are living in an age of extreme wealth, narcissism, and insatiable craving for validation. And yet, we're more anxious, more disconnected, and more unfulfilled than ever before. I believe it's because we've confused achievement with meaning, wealth with worth, and status with purpose. And at the core of this confusion is one missing ingredient: intrinsic motivation. We are not just facing an economic crisis, a mental health crisis, or even a climate crisis. We are facing a motivation crisis. Greed is collapsing society. And it's not just a poetic exaggeration. It's backed by data. Societies with extreme inequality have higher rates of crime, lower levels of trust, worse health outcomes, and shorter lifespans. Wilkinson and Pickett, 2009. Psychologists like Paul Piff have shown that people in higher socioeconomic classes are statistically more likely to lie, cheat, and behave unethically. And yet, being a billionaire has become the new American dream. We glorify wealth as if it automatically means wisdom, and we treat extreme success like it's the same as deep character. But here's the truth. Striving to be a billionaire is not an intrinsic motivation. It is often a way to cover up a wound, the belief that money will make you worthy, powerful, or finally enough. So what is intrinsic motivation? It's the drive to act based on personal meaning, not applause. It's powered by Scene 3, the power of intrinsic motivation. Autonomy, the freedom to choose your path. Mastery, the joy of getting better at something. Purpose, the desire to contribute to something bigger than yourself. When we act from this place, we don't need validation. We don't need to chase the next hit of approval. We become fulfilled simply by being aligned with who we are. And when a society is full of people living from that space, it becomes resilient, ethical, and deeply human. So let's talk solutions. How do we build intrinsic motivation in ourselves, our children, our companies, and our culture? Here's a step-by-step guide. Step 1. Reconnect with core values. Ask yourself, what really matters to me? Use value cards. Reflect on moments you felt proud or alive. You'll find that true motivation is anchored in values, not vanity. A tech founder might think they care about money, but with reflection, they realize it's actually innovation and freedom that drive them. Money was just the mask. Step 2. Identify internal versus external drivers. Take any goal and ask, is this coming from inside me, or am I trying to impress someone? You can build a business because you love solving problems, or because you want to make your high school bully jealous, Only one will lead to peace. Studies show extrinsic rewards can actually undermine intrinsic motivation, according to Deci and others. Step 3. Support autonomy. Where do you feel most free? Where do you feel most trapped? Intrinsic motivation thrives when people feel they have control over their choices. Whether you're a parent, a teacher, or a CEO, support autonomy, not control. Step 4. Foster mastery through growth goals. Replace goals like become rich with become excellent. Focus on progress, not just performance. It's not about being the best. It's about getting better. Carol Dweck's work shows people with a growth mindset are more resilient, more ethical, and more fulfilled. Step 5. Instill purpose through contribution. Ask yourself, who benefits from my work? When people see their impact, they don't need applause. They feel purpose. And that, well, it crowds out narcissism. Helping others activates the same reward circuitry as pleasure and success, according to Weinstein and Ryan in 2010. Step 6. Use reflective listening and motivational interviewing. People don't change because you lecture them. They change when they feel seen. Use open-ended questions. Reflect what you hear. Avoid judgment. This is how we inspire true, lasting change, not compliance, but transformation. Miller and Rolnick, 2013. Step 7. Detox from the dopamine economy. Social media. Status updates. Notifications. All of it trains our brains to seek short-term hits of approval instead of long-term meaning. Take time to disconnect. Create instead of consume. And let yourself rediscover what joy feels like without an audience. Let me say this clearly. We don't need more billionaires. We need more people who are fulfilled, purpose-driven, and aligned. People who build not for power, but for contribution, who lead not to be admired, but to serve, who live not for validation, but for value. Because when we root our lives in intrinsic motivation, we do more than find personal peace. We heal our culture. We reverse inequality. We rebuild trust. We rehumanize success. And that might be the most radical thing you can do in today's world.